games, but, you know, just in general, you know, Surreal also being a propagator of the old Complexity squad, Cosme. You know, I think that they have a stronger roster overall when it comes to firepower. NOREG have shown a little bit of potential here and there, but I honestly believe that, you know, this European squad may be doing a little bit better in this particular case, as well as that they've been practicing for a lot of time. They've been doing a lot of different tournaments. So we'll find out whether or not it will be a very interesting time for them. The 9th round ready to go live here on Overpass, which is also another point to take into account as well when it comes to weighing up the likes of Epsilon, because they are pretty decent when it comes to this map. They haven't had a whole major number of placings, but their repertoire when it comes to beating teams is actually quite decent. You know, they beat Tricked, which is a very simple affair for them. But most notably, they actually beat Na'Vi in the Farmskins Championship, the tournament, or the game that actually knocked them out in that, I believe it was semi-finals. No, quarterfinals, scratch that. So, you know, Epsilon, I think they have a bit of a game plan going into this particular map, and I imagine that they may have a decent shout to shut this down. And my personal prediction, of course, lies with them, personal biases aside, you know. But NOREG will claim the knife and have their choice aside. Probably CT start here for Overpass. I imagine that's where they would go. And yeah, they're going to decide to stick here. Zeves leading his side, and Smooya just as quickly to get ready. So we got pistol round for this match. Going to get started. Double flash and defuse for Zeves here on the NOREG side. So Real's going to be playing support for the T side. He's passed the P250 off to Smooya. He's going to be playing Raid Boss. He's got the Kevlar with him as well. So Surreal got to do a good job at setting up his main man, I guess you could say, and the rest of his team for that matter. But very quickly, this T side will go straight in towards the underpass position. Robin gets that first before he's traded back. Akez and Croman are right here and ready and waiting for the simple taps, the victory to shut them down. They do get the 2-for-1. Smooth still in play, but Cosme taken out of the action extremely quickly here. And Epsilon, the remaining 2 players, they're spread out across the map here. Surreal has the bomb back in the connector holes, and he's going to be forced back to rotate into the B site, which actually, you take a look at where Smooya is right now, and he's got full control of this, but he's pushed all the way past the bridge. And will re-aggress the CT side, ensure they cannot get access to this one, and set up the 2 versus 4 retake. The smokes will go down on short. Croman's going to hear this out. Bomb will get planted, and Surreal will get challenged by Nafu. Never mind, Smooth comes in around the back-end side and puts that PT50 to good effect. Croman will push inside, and Surreal has just got nothing left for him. He will get taken down, no armor to deal with. And Smooya in a 1 versus 3. Got that one frag array, picks up the USPS, but unfortunately, he's not long for this world. Croman with a 3K to start things off and finish things off. It's the pistol to the favour of the CT NOREG. Of course, the bomb plant came through from Epsilon thanks to the efforts of Smooya. So he and his teammates will just go for the eco in this round. P250's out, a couple of Deagles and a CZ as well. Not armor. Oh, jeez. So I was going to say no armor there. Oh, wow. That is all you need, ladies and gents. A couple of good grenades to do damage. And Zeves takes down one more, but Smooya does catch him off guard. Doesn't expect him to be here. That one frag at least will take a rifle out of their hands, but it won't be much more than that. Not a lot of damage done to the CT side. As Epsilon will have their first gun round coming in. Again, 1 round early. Thanks to the initial bomb plant in round number 1. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it in round 2, so limited on utility sets for this T side. The 4 flashbangs will be in play, but that is it for the T. So they can put the rifle round to work. Already out of team main, they'll go. They spot Akez, I do believe, on this cross. Sprays his way on through, takes Robin out of the action. That's tagged up extremely hard. Cosbean will get the trade, but Marcellius trades him right back. And NOREG are coming into this one relatively well prepared, shutting down Epsilon in their initial early aggression. And the CT side extending a little bit further than their general remit, but they are still making it work, backed up by some very good supportive players. And Smooya will get taken down for the second frag of Marcelius. In the early couple of rounds, in this early rifle round, NOREG are reading Epsilon like a book and shutting them down as appropriate for it. 2v4 already off the bat. Not even ticked past the first 60 seconds of the round. Bomb on the back of T-Sac. So we're going to push up. Oh, Zeve spots him. Puts the grenade out, trying to see if he can force him away, but it doesn't quite land where he wants it to. A little bit too short. Either way, the Tees will make this push up here, and Zeves is ready for this. Surreal spotted. Gets the dink, however, through the wall, so it's not enough to get the full frag. Surreal will also get dinked up of his own accord thanks to the M4. T-Sac will push in, Surreal will take down Zeves, but Marcelius is still fragging it. So it's a 3k and a 4k to close out the round. AK is recovered as well. It's a very good individual play from NOREG. Let them a 3-0 start into this half here. Still early days. Epsilon still have a bit of time to recover, so... AWP out for Marcelius. And everybody else here for the CT side will have an eco. Sorry, the T side, I should say, have an eco. Sieges will be dealing with the eco, and they should be relatively set up to do so as well. Nafu's still got this SMG, so... 2 frags means he's profited, and as a result, NOREG will have a lot of cash to work with. So far, Epsilon just taking damage and not getting taken out. Not yet, at least. So we will try to put that Glock into effect, but... it's just a matter of time before Epsilon should get, well, in theory, the part right here. Aka's an awkward spray. He does get traded back by Surreal, and the AWP of Marcelius will rotate in to support it. Takes out Robin. Surreal's got that M4, though. What can he do with it is the question. Passing the bomb off at Marcelius. Once again, just shutting down players with the AWP. 2 frags, easy peasy. Make it 3. And once again, he will go ham in this particular case. Zeve's going to hear these footsteps. You take T-Sac out as a result. 4-0 start once again for NOREG. And the buy up here with 4 rounds of loss bonus to the Epsilon Esports side. Double up sub coming out for these guys, actually. This is quite interesting. And this is double glass cannon as well. Not sure what to make of this. Again, double AWP is one of those setups that's not quite as valuable as it is to the CT side. So Epsilon going in with this, going to have a lot of faith in Smooya and T-Sac to use these AWPs to their best effect. Already Robin will be spotted as he tries to make him in. Early aggression towards that short position, but that's all the aggression that the T's will have for the moment. They are playing carefully. They're trying not to get picked apart like they did earlier in that first rifle round where they just came out of team A and got shut down very quickly. Incendiaries go down. Oh, Robin, did he just get tagged up by Smooth? I believe he just did. Yeah, that seemed like it was a likely scenario, and tagged up by Croman as well, leaves him on 18 HP, but the first frag to the favour of Epsilon. NOREG don't have vision on the bomb just yet either, so... 45 seconds to remain. Epsilon will be held back by incendiaries, but now it will just be smokes and flashbangs for the CT side. Epsilon look ready to push in. Marcelius has to be dealt with relatively quickly. Awkward timing, but he still takes down Cosmin. Surreal will trade him. Nafu trades back, and Surreal once again on position. Here towards the ramp, turns into a 3 versus 2 retake now up for NOREG as Epsilon have the bomb plant. Ooh, but Zeves catches Smooya off guard in the back lines. The AWP taken out. T-Sac has to be careful about this one. He's again on glass cannon AWP, so the sprays will still hurt his aim punch. Trying to put the AWP into effect. They're multiple force in that position. They line up with Surreal, but they get taken out. Oh! T-Sac lines him up, though. Perfect timing and positioning. And the T-Side will be able to claim their first on the board. So, quick tech pause coming out from the Epsilon side to bring the coach in. Keita currently missing. Didn't actually catch that initially. That would have been a very nice tidbit to note. Okay then, here we go. See if Epsilon can keep this hype train a-running. You've got 5 M4s to deal with on the NOREG CT side. And again, it's AWP back here on Smooth this time with Kevlar and Helmet. No glass cannon to play with, but still limited and light on utility, Epsilon. Only 2 flashbangs, 2 smokes, and 1 now that's just been used, and the full set out on Smooth is not only the AWPer, but the support player, it seems, for Epsilon in this round. They will go aggressive immediately into the B site setup. Counter smokes come back as the flashbangs also ring out. Smooth has used most of his utility, and they're still trying to get a good frag here. Oh, but Smooth could get boosted on top of the sandbags and find several players. Zevis spotted, taken down instantly. He'll back off, but meanwhile, the rest of the T side will push in. Cosmin taps Nafu's head right off him, and the CTs. Oh, there's one back here. It's Corman, but he can't quite get the frags that he needs. Only 1 on the trader. 1 versus 4 now for Akez. He'll get shut down by Smooth, picking up the AK. Not the AWP. No, he's going to leave the AWP. That's surprising enough. No money to afford another one, so I'm very, very... I have no idea what he's thinking there, what he was trying to do, but... Either way, there'll be full rifles in this next round. Epsilon, NOREG have the eco. And a full eco at that. Only USPs to be playing with for the CT side. Going immediately in towards the default. Will Epsilon be able to flush players out of position, but they have stacked their way into long, NOREG. Just receiving the utility here. Cosby looking for the first frag. Does spot Zevis to kick things off. Surreal. Have a bit of a fight on his hands, but the CT's pushing in should give him up a little bit of an option. Takes 1, 2. Almost a 3K. Come on. There we are, Surreal. Chroman, meanwhile, does pick up Smooth, so there's 1 AK for him to play with. He'll get dealt with just as quickly, and Zevis will fall to the hands of Surreal, stacking up his numbers, getting the 4K for Epsilon in this case. Only 1 man to forward. Smooth has enough money to buy down in this one, so he should be able to get the AWP. He's going to go for the AK with utility. All right, and this is a bit... Not going to lie, this is a little bit weird from Epsilon. Questionable decisions from Smooth in particular. And yes, I know he had enough money, but... Still, throwing away an AWP is not really... chalant, if you will. Crowman on the boost. It's also nonchalant, taking out Robin. Things off the instant. Short aggression will get shut down. Or Epsilon. Smooth will be able to trade out towards mid, but Akez is going to have to try and deal with this from bathrooms. 3 players to be dealing with. Will push in. Actually takes down Surreal. 2 more to find here. Will take Smooth back out of position, so a double kill for him and 12 HP to try and back off. Trying to force Cosmin back here as well, backed up by Zevis. 2 versus 4 situations. Zevis going to peek out of the smoke and get taken down by T-Sack. He does get tagged low, and Akez is still fragging, or at least still putting damage together. 2 versus 2 eventually, as Cosmin does trade him out, but the HP advantage is well and truly to the favour of the CT side. They push in towards A, not holding any cards to their chest. They're playing it all right now. 35 seconds. The smokes, the Molotovs going through. Cosmin trying to get a good angle on Croman, but Croman shuts him down. Here's T-Sack as well. Nafu will come up for the backstab, but T-Sac's just going to get this plant down and plant it open for the bathrooms area. Nafu won't get there in time to deny it, so it will be a retake up for him. No defuse kit either, so he's got to act relatively quickly, but T-Sac's on 25. And he should have this info called out to him. Nafu creeping up. He taps this bomb for the first time. T-Sac will know. And Nafu's just going to creep around instead, go look for the frag, and he will be able to find it in hole. Staying alive for the CT side, getting the defuse together and bringing a fifth to NOREG. Still, they have enough money to buy here in Epsilon. They're going to go with the 5 AKs once again here. NOREG have a bit more of a bulk buy on their particular side, despite winning that round, which really just goes to show the damage that Epsilon have been able to do over the past 9 rounds or so. 3 rifles still in play, though. 2 SMGs on Zevet and Chromine. Instantly, Epsilon go pushing very hard into this mid-push. Marcelius, the only man I deal with, but Akers is in a decent position actually to set up this backstab, and if they're not careful, Smuyu could get taken down. Indeed, takes down Marcelius. Backstab comes through, and all the frags go to the favor of the CT side. Surreal, the last man standing, and Zeves will end things up with a 3K. SMG kills and everything. $1,800 extra for him, as NOREG just shut the whole thing down. 6-3. And Epsilon this time will be forced back to, well, it could be a half buy, but they're going to go fully fledged force instead. Some money saved, some lost bonus building, but they're going to try get the rifles and SMGs out to play. 2 AKs for Cyril and Robin. Smooth's got the CZ. A MAC-10 and a UMP outside of that. Let's get out towards teammate. Great couple of grenades coming through, but they only do so much damage. Meanwhile, the counter utility from NOREG will do more damage to Epsilon. Akers gets the first and the second. Smooth is still going to try to take him out the backstab. Marcelli is still fragging in connector as he gets traded by Robin. It's a 2 versus 3, and Smooth will peek up, try and make it a 2 versus 2, and indeed he does. Bomb dropped at the very least. Epsilon have to pick that up before they can move, and Robin is expecting Nafu to make his way up. There's a minute and 10 still remaining for Epsilon to recover the situation. They've been bracketed into mid. They could rotate back towards T-spawn. He's just going to go pushing out along, and Smuya will take down Croman, put the smoke on the site for heading for bank. Incendiary down to cover off the other side, and Nafi will creep up with the M4. Robin's going to spot him and take him down for the 4th on the board for Epsilon. And a reset against NOREG. Only saved cash in the bank. Probably going to be an eco out here for all this CT side as well. With the P250 invested from Akers. So yeah, they will just go in with very little investment up against Epsilon. Epsilon should be able to take control as a result. The AK's out here for the T side. The stat coming in from NOREG again on the eco. This time it's out towards B. 4 players. All here towards water. 1 out towards jungle. But that is it. I'm still taking a more passive approach. They're expecting once again for a stack. They just don't know where it would be. And last time NOREG tried an eco stack, they actually managed to get a couple of good kills off Epsilon. In the current economy state, I imagine they want to do it, but eventually they will decide to go towards B instead. They still may lose a couple of players for this. Here we go. Hits coming up from Epsilon. Smooth just going to peek up. Blind smoke goes down towards heaven. And he runs straight into the 4-man crossfire. Pays for it and only getting frags for the CT side as they lock it all down. His T-Sack is the last man. Zevis will take him out of the action. And the stack does work indeed. Only USPs, but that is all you need if you know NOREG. As both teams going to trade blow for blow right now, taking a round apiece away from each other. But NOREG still lead with 7-4. Epsilon with a quasi buy. Actually, a bit more of a forced buy, I guess you could say. Again, they were able to steal it back away, but NOREG are happy by picking up 3 AKs. All this head armor that Epsilon have invested into as well is going to be all for naught, basically. 4 guns that will take a one-tap headshot, one of which will take a one-shot kill regardless of where it hits on the body. Aka's also in a very good position to line them all up. Only gets the first man, T-Sac. All training back out. Marcelius is also here, shutting down Surreal with the AWP. Holding down long, holding down the other side of bathrooms. And yeah, Epsilon will still push this one up, however. Trust if they can get a bomb plant out of this one. T-Sac will dink down Marcelius. And eventually take out Chrome into the 3 versus 3. So once again, Epsilon will fight back hard. Flashbang's keeping him at bay, but Smoothie does pick off a tagged up Marcelius. Now down to the man advantage of Epsilon. They got 1 AK in play on Cosmine. The smoke clears and Zeves shuts him right back out. 2v2, only 1 rifle, the AWP to work with on Smoothie, and he's rotating a long way around to try and set himself up here from the mid position. Got a good cross on both these players, however, spots both of them, takes out Nafu, the second man. I know that Zeves is now on the site itself. The fuse kit in his hands, a 1v1 situation. Taps it for the first time. Smoothie's going to wait for it. Going to try to peek up slowly into this one. Spots him and takes him back. 3k for him. 2k for T-Sac. The heroes for Epsilon Esports as they once again off a force buy. Steal a round away from NOREG. NOREG could still reinvest in this one, however. They've got quite a decent stack of cash. And yeah, the 3 AM4s will come out. 2 Deagles on Akas and Marcelius. Limited on utility sets, but that should be fine. Meanwhile, Epsilon are expecting the eco out here. Robin's going to take that MAC-10 and go running straight into them. Get the info, sure, but he'll lose the head armor and he'll lose the utility, more importantly. Straight through the fire, he'll go. Hearing footsteps, hearing Zeves. Looking for his head, but he won't be able to find it just yet. You're also ready and waiting. He knows there's a man here. Good grenade. Oh, tags him extremely low. Someone in this default trying to push positions out. Ooh, Akez, take a look at him. Spots Surreal, takes him down, looks for Cosmine, gets the double down. And again, NOREG proving you don't need rifles to win these rounds as they pick Epsilon apart once again. It's Robin left on low HP with a MAC-10 and T-Sac with the AK. He will pick off Croman, but that's all he will be able to find. As Zeves and Nafu trade right back to the 8-5. And the force buy is working out swimmingly for both sides today. Epsilon's force buys as a result are starting to get weaker for it. The Deagle's out, but no head Kevlar. That's alright. There's still 2 AKs and an AWP in play for NOREG. The grenade from Croman doesn't quite land where he wanted it to either. Smoothie gets himself out of dodge just in time. Zeves will try and cover off his teammates' escape, but Epsilon, they're rushing this one down and they've got the info. Great grenade. Does a lot of damage. But Croman gets the headshot on Zeves instead. Looks in for the second man. Nafu will get picked up after he gets a double kill, but Croman's still here. Low HP, and Cosmine's trying to survive for this 3k. He does connect it together eventually. And Epsilon once again on the force by turn things back to a 2 versus 2. Bomb's still yet to get planted, and both CTs yet to rotate. Cosmine smoking it down, but Smoothie gets caught off guard from heaven. Akez drops the bombs, but it's all Cosmine with a UMP and a Dream. A 1v2. Picks up an M4 for his trouble, trying to get back to the bomb. Trying to pick it up and get it planted, but the lone remaining CTs are both held back towards Graffiti. The bomb will go down for default, and Cosmine for the ace clutch. Can he pick this one together? Spots Akez, takes him down. Looks for Marcelius as well, but the AWP is just about on point. 8 HP for Marcelius. And he stays alive for the 9th round on the board for NOREG. You can imagine Cosmine's going to be a bit pissed after hearing that. Now for Epsilon to make their way up to 6 rounds in this half would be a recovery of their T side. Still got their CT side to go yet, but hot streak of form, the aggression that this side brings to the table. Can only hope that the CT side goes a little bit better, which admittedly, actually, Epsilon statistically win more CT side of rounds than they do T side, so they may also be looking into the next one. T-Sac and Surreal, interestingly enough, well, they haven't even got a lot of money, so they couldn't even afford Kevlar. I was going to say, Hand Clan and Glass Edition for 2 players on the T side, the 3 AKs outside of that for Smoothie, Robin, and Cosmine. In the last round of the half, Epsilon have to claw onto this 6th. If they can do it, then it would be enough. Just trace of shots ring out. They try to find something close here on the bathrooms. Because I'll pick off Robin to kick things off already. 1 rifle, one of those precious guns out of play for Epsilon. Sorry, I will pick it up, try to put it into effect here with close range angle, but no, he drops the bomb. Akez has control of that one. The CTs will rotate to try and support him. Smooya will try and force the issue. We'll be able to take Akez back, so the bomb has been picked up, but Epsilon is still going to decide to force the issue and try and go towards A. So you're looking around, trying to spot Zeves, trying to spot Marcelius. Small gap on the smoke. Can't see him. Can't get the tap on Zeves either. 30 seconds remain. The AWP on Chroman. Still watching at the B site. May decide to rotate, and eventually he will do so. But Marcelius is already on the scene. Got a gap locked, ready and waiting after the flashbangs come through. Connects up Smoothie, drops the bomb, looks for T-Sac, misses the flick actually, and T-Sac will take him down. Cosme chums onto Zeves, and Chroman on the rotation starts to take one of these players down. 10 seconds, the bomb has been dropped. He's completely blind, but T-Sac's low. The USP will get the frag, and Nafu will get the last to bring a 10-5 half to the favour of NOREG and Epsilon. One looking too hard to kick things off. And again, maybe their CT side might hold a bit more presence right here. Pistol round coming up to play now. Epsilon need to make something of this CT side. A pistol victory and a rifle victory would do it to put them back in the running against NOREG. They've got 5 rounds to make up. Double flash smoke for Zeves. The fuse kit for T-Sac and the smoke for him. Everybody else has Kevlar. Everybody else has default pistols. No raid bosses across the board here. And NOREG going to go into their default raid and start pushing in from connector into mid. Smooth the main point of contact right here, as most of the other CTs have stacked up the B site. Cosmine, even in heaven, will eventually be forced to rotate back away into the A site to try and hold things down. But NOREG, immediately into the aggression, will decide to back off. Still a minute left to go. Epsilon haven't really done anything to try and keep them scared, but eventually NOREG will put the utility down to A. A smoke and a flash. Second flash incoming now from Zeves. Akez will try and make his way up and close, but actually will pull the rotations from the CTs instead. Smoothie takes him down, looks for Zeves as well. They've left B, but they see no more presence, and they will rotate back into the B-bomb side. But meanwhile, the T-side have made their way back in. They've suppressed the bomb, however, just getting here in time, and T-Sac shutting down Nafu is the perfect start here. Surreal shutting out Chroman as well, turned it to a 5 versus 2. Both players held back towards Monster and Short. Marcellia trying to get himself some sort of position right here. He will take down one, but only Cosmine will fall. The team ace to come through from Epsilon as they hold onto the pistol round just in the nick of time on the rotation. NOREG not getting a bomb plant either, which means that they may not have enough money. Well, they won't have enough money to go in for the actual buy, but... Force out will come through here. P250, CZ, 2... Well, sorry, 1 Deagle, actually. The Glock from Marcelius. A little bit of utility here for these guys. 3 smokes can go for the pistol executions. NOREG will take this one extremely carefully, though, pushing up long. Trying to gain early control here. But no frags have gone to the way of either side. NOREG will have a full 5-man unit to push into A. That seems to be the most likely setup for them. Robin out in the open. Will push up towards bathroom. Smooya going to get caught off guard by Croman. He's going to see all those players as well. Robin caught off guard of his own accord, switching out to his secondary. Double kill for Croman, and the M4s and the MP9 as well will get picked up. 5v3. Retake favor of NOREG. Surreal T-Sack Cosmin. Surreal's trying to creep up. Diffuse gets down on T-Sack. The smoke will go down as he tries to cover off a ninja right here. T-Sack will get dimmed up, but Cosmi gets the first. Surreal connects a spray on a couple, but Cosmi chimes on through, looking for his 3rd frag, and he's going to find it in hole. The defuse will come through from Surreal, supporting from long. And Epsilon initially losing out on quite an amount, almost lost out on this one as well. And NOREG got the bomb plant, and that's all the support. And they can eco in this next one, or they can force the buy. Okay, I was going to say they can eco in this next one and get a fully defined AK buy with utility to spare, but they're going to try see if they can deny Epsilon the opportunity to get to 8. This could get them closer to that lead that NOREG currently have. Force out from NOREG, trying to find something here in this default. But once again, Epsilon, initial aggression, but won't find anything. They'll back off once again into the A site. Oh, and Smooya once again on up on this boost right here, waiting for Nafu. That's what he's going to find. Picks up the first man. Drops Zevis as well alongside Cosmi. Picking up Croman. And yeah, they all just fall apart here. NOREG, all 5 players staying alive. Smooya with the 3k, Cosmi with a 2. That's a standard boost that Smooya loves to use here on on Overpass, excuse me. In this case, NOREG were not expecting it on the CT side. They are down to eco territory. And yeah, they're just going to get 4 P250s out. And a CZ for Croman. Flashbang for Zevis. NOREG set themselves up towards Monster. Zevis trying to play a lurk out of teammate, but he won't find anything. No over-aggressing CT of the Epsilon side. We're able to use the utility successfully to flash T-Sack out of position, but it's only going to reposition for a couple of seconds, get himself 2 frags. Croman gets a point blank to shut him down, but Cosmi's quick on the rotation, denying the bomb plant. Looking for Zevis as well, will shut him back out as well. And Surreal coming in from heaven. Takes the final frag for Epsilon. 9-10 now, and they're taking this 5-round lead into a 1-round lead for NOREG. 1 rifle. And they could get a little bit further than that. Orb out for Smooya. Lots of cash for Epsilon to play with. NOREG getting the full buy together. Fully defined. All players have full sets of utility. Kevlar and helmets across the board here. And once again, towards this default, it's Robin taking the brunt of the defensive from Connector. Good grenade as well. Doesn't land where he wanted it to be. But still going to keep NOREG suppressed for a couple of moments here. Smooth is already ready to try and flush them away as well. Good incendiary. Stops them from getting up the stairs. If he got it a little bit deeper, then he may have pushed players forward or even further back into Connector. Stalling them will work all the same for the moment here. A minute and 10 left to go. And Robin trying to see if he can re-aggress this one here on the smoke side. NOREG is starting to run out of time. They will eventually find this opening frag on Robin. Showing him down, punishing the aggression from the CT side here in mid, but that's all the presence Epsilon will find. It's still got this 2-2 split, so we're all not finding anything out towards Monster, but he may repeat back into this one and find a little bit more. Incendiaries go down. Cosmine's going to rotate, but that's a bad idea because NOREG are putting some utility in towards A. The Troopers are pushing in towards B, and Akez catches Smooth off guard with a very nice headshot. So Real goes forward, and Cosmine will be left alone to defend the site. Dinked up and forced away by the Molotov. Him and T-Sack will be forced to just stay alive. And keeping these two rifles actually will be able to give Epsilon the full buy back into this one. So, makes a lot of sense at this point for the CTs. Leave them to keep their lead for a couple more rounds. And steer it away after winning back this next buy up here for the Epsilon side. Will be 11th round on the board for the Norwegians. And yeah, the full buy will come through. Up for Smooya. M4's bought, AK saved. There's the 5 rifle AK buy of NOREG. I'll go quickly in towards this one, quickly into the default once again. A lot of aggression this time out towards T main. Good grenades landing as well. Can they do so? Good take down Robin, very, very low indeed. Smooya will be forced back away, but Robin's still here, hearing footsteps all around him. It's Smooya to fall first. Zevez's burning alive, but he does get out of dodge just in time as the AWP falls first for Epsilon. Robin is left alone here to try and defend this particular position. The smoke's about to clear. Zevez just putting shots on range. Robin's got to decide if he's going to stick in his corner or rotate away. It doesn't even matter. Nafu makes his way up Connector and shuts him back down. 3v5. Timing is perfect right now for NOREG as they take mid and long control. They've got to deal with Cosmine and T-Sack. So we're here towards B and Zevez. Spotted. Cosmine takes him down. Forced to back away for a couple of seconds. Try to get one more frag. Not going to happen in this case. Croman turns it to a 4 versus 2. Towards the B side, meanwhile forcing Surreal away, and Epsilon will put T-Sack back over towards the B side, but it's enough to sell the fake. In this case, the bomber's making his way back up through mid. Actually, T-Sack going to go ahead and stick on this one. Spotted out by Akez. Can't quite get the full-on kill. Surreal will take him right back out of the action. T-Sack will not even dying to the nade. It's Surreal to push him aggressive, and the AWP will shut him down. It's all T-Sack. 6 HP in the Dreamer, 1 versus 3. Bomb's rotated all the way to the B side. I think he knows. I don't think there'll be a retake left for him in this world. He'll back towards birthday party. Can't really find Marcelius. Now NOREG make their way up to 12, trying to force Epsilon to nothing, but they will go in with a half buy around this AK. Smooya and Robin getting Kevlar, upgraded pistols. 2 Deagles, a P250 and a CZ in play. NOREG going to make their way into mid just very quickly here. Ooh, Robin spotted. Doesn't realise he can be spotted from the mid position. He gets taken out as a result. And Surreal is the only man really left to defend this one. That's up by Cosmin on the site. Surreal's going for a big flank and he could still make it work. Bomb planter in Nafu. But he spots out Akez, takes him down, peeks back in, gets shut down almost by the AWP Marcellus. Nafu eventually trades him back, but Cosmin takes Croman back out with 3 versus 3. There's 60 seconds still left on Epsilon. Have 2 players on A to defend. T-Sack with the AK all the way out to B. Cosmin spotting the shoulder peek, but gets all the information he needs. Now there's players here. Smooya with that eagle. Can put shots into effect. Zeves peeking up. Here we go. They challenge, but Smooya takes the head of one and the second and the third. Clinical shooting from the eagle. 3 shots, 3 heads. The 10th round on the board for Epsilon. Buying right back into this one as well. The York coming out from Smooya. The 5 AKs for NOREG to try and recover it. Boots coming in from Epsilon. Oh, they suffered to this against NOREG on their T side, but just going to go executing very quickly here. No flashes, no smokes. They're just going to go and spray everyone down. And somehow they found the frags to make it work. Epsilon's so fixated on the boost. They forgot to check short, and Smooya went down first. Surreal and T-Sack followed, leaving Robin and Cosmin very quickly alone. What on earth was that, guys? This will be a 13 round for NOREG. So just up to how much damage Zeves can get done here out towards Park. Can he take down Robin and make it the clean sweep against Epsilon? Yes, he can, and yes, he will. Robin falls. All 5 players at Epsilon. Now, tactical being called from NOREG. I think this may be a gift to the Epsilon side, but, like, even so, they're going to have to think about this one pretty direly. The T side just going to let that one simmer for a little bit. Just allow Epsilon to think about exactly how much they really, really messed that one up. 3 rounds for the CT side to find. And they're going to go in hard. Smooya with the AWP immediately. Did he drop it? Oh no, I think he gave the FAMAS out to Robin. Cosmi's still got $4,000 to spend. $4,500. What are you going to do with it? M4 Kevlar helmet. I'm surprised they're going for Kevlar helmets considering they've got AKs on the NOREG side. And surely Epsilon must realise this. Cosmin could have get himself a little bit extra utility for that money. Here we go, straight in. Great grenade, great time in the tag. Nafu to 45. Surreal's got to land these heads though. Putting shots down range. Nafu peeks up. Surreal still takes him down, looking for a little bit more. The M4 is here, but Cosmin doesn't do anything with it. Akez and Croman lock on through. T-Sack goes straight back. 2 versus 3 situation. And Smooya and Robin remain. Alp and FAMAS. Great grenade on site, looking for damage, looking for the frag on Marcellus, but Akez just shuts him right down and leaves it all up to Robin as the last man. 1v3. Back in towards Heaven. Looks like he may end up going for this. He's going to smoke it off. Try look for the AWP, actually, I think. And yeah, just going to hold on to that one for 14 rounds for NOREG. Again, unfortunately, the Rifles couldn't do enough in this round for the CT side. NOREG now just 2 away from winning this best of 1. A singular map. 4 rounds once again for Epsilon to make up here against the Norwegians. Epsilon will buy back in once again here. The AWP for Smooya. 2 UMPs and 2 CZs. They kind of have no choice here. If they save, they have to go to overtime, and I don't really think Epsilon want that. Smokes go down. Flashbangs over. Cyril trying to pop flash his way in. But so far, they'll find nothing. Both sides playing to opposite ends of the map right here. Time's ticking away, NOREG with 50 seconds on the clock. Will gain long control once again of the A site. 3 players to deal with this time as Ron in T-Sec rotates. Smooya's got the AWP, but it's 2 pistols to hold him down. Well, Robin and Cosmin do have a little bit of information as to where they're not playing from on B. So we're just going to come down to this push here. 25 seconds. They can drop the bomb planter. They can still make this work. It's Cosmin to get 1, but he's traded back. Smooya with the AWP, getting a shot on Nafu. 3 versus 3, but doesn't expect Zeres to be up close and personal. Robin on the backstab, however, trying to stall for his nuts time, trying to stop this bomb plant coming through, but he'll get taken out, and Cyril's the last man remaining. And unfortunately, Epsilon couldn't quite do it enough. 15 to 10. One more buyout for Epsilon. 1 more forced up to try and get them back in. And the buyers get weaker and weaker for the CT side. Let's see what they can do. Robin here in connector. UMP to play with. Cyril suppressed. Croman will take down T-Sat to kick things off. Cosmin. Very low indeed. Can't finish the job on Croman. Looking for anything that he can. Sprays his way on through. There's nothing coming out from these guys here. An advantage still for NOREG. Epsilon looking for their way back into this round and back into this game. This hold needs to be something special here from the CT side, else we won't be seeing much more from Epsilon here tonight. Cyril got to take point, backed up by Cosmin. Here we go. Flashbang in. Ooh, spots all of them out here, but he can't take the single frag. He does get down Nafu eventually, and Cosmin's here towards ramp, but he can't do much more than that. Smooya next up the challenge alongside Robin, and it's all down to Robin. 1v3 situation. Sprays his way on Zeres, but he can't take him out. Can't quite do the damage. Gets him low to 2 HP. Deagle's out. We'll drop the bomb for a couple of seconds, but that is all he'll be able to do. 16 to 10 goes to the favor of NOREG. And I'm honestly quite disappointed. I was hoping Epsilon would have a little bit more of a fight in their hands. But they will go out unceremoniously for today. That's not it, however, for us today. We still have to go through a few more matches. Venatoris will take on Pride in the Polish derby after this very short break. The Best Net Challenger series will continue. And if you did enjoy tonight's casting, you can hit the exclamation mark caster command to follow my personal Twitter. Don't go anywhere. Back after this.